This is not a review. This is just a quick video I wanted to make giving my opinion on this set through what I have unboxed recently for these last couple of hours that I've had this set now. I just want to let you guys know if I got a hit here or a miss. Is this a good set or is it a dud like some of the other videos that I've seen on YouTube here? And from all the responses that I've also seen on TFW, which is where I'm usually at whenever it comes to Transformers merchandise. I'm always on the Transformers community. I'm speaking with other people. But, I mean, just because I don't make video reviews anymore, that does not mean I went away. I'm still lurking from behind. I'm still watching other people review their toys. It don't have to be Transformers. It's whatever interests me. And if I like what I see, and if I feel like something could be improved upon given my experience in the past, I like to leave a comment. And I try to tell it truthfully without hurting anyone. That is not my intent at all. I don't want to be that kind of person. I never wanted to be that kind of person. And hopefully you can guys take it as some good advice here. And for those that have said some negative things, you know, it's in the past. I'll let it slide. It's cool. You know, you do what you do. We all got to find our own way in life when it comes to being successful, to put it. Anyway, that's neither here or there. I've wasted 2 minutes just in this introduction here, letting you guys know, hey, yeah, I'm still here on YouTube. I'm not making videos, but I'm still here. And the reason I'm making this video, like I just said at the very beginning, is pretty much to give you my thoughts on this HasLab Omega Prime set that I just received today. So let's go ahead and talk about Ultra Magnus to kick things off here. So I'm going to move Optimus Prime for a moment. And this is a jumbled mess, okay? Everything is all over the place. I've still got some parts that are inside the boxes, the brown boxes that you cannot see. That's down here. Down here, not on camera. I got the Omega Prime box right there, and I've got just Ultra Magnus box right there just cuz. And yeah, there's some chrome pieces that are not attached to these figures here. I'm still going through the process of doing my own literal inspection of this. But from what I've seen so far, this is my take on it. So Ultra Magnus, I'm going to go ahead and tell you, great. Absolutely great. I do not see any inconveniences with my set. There's no missing pins to the wheels here. They do not come detached. The chrome looks fan-freaking-tastic. I mean, if you have been on this channel for a very long time, if you've been watching my videos in the past when I review Robots in Disguise figures or any figures with chrome, you know how much I hate vac metal. But when it's done right, it looks great. And this is a phenomenal presence to behold here. Just look at that. That beautiful blue compared to the original is, oh man. I'm just gushing over how great this looks. So yeah, I've got my Autobot badge piece here that attaches to the grill, which comes individually. This part here comes attached to this grill piece that comes attached to the truck itself, or should I say the cab. So there's been a report on TFW that somebody was missing theirs, which means the grill could not really attach. I mean, it could if you tab it in on the sides here, but I'm sure it's not a perfect connection and it would fall off easily. But yeah, I don't have that problem. Discoloration. Do I have any yellowing on my figure? From what I can tell so far, I have not transformed him into robot mode yet, but I do not see any yellowing on my copy. Nothing at all, not from the front, not from the top, not from the sides, and most definitely around the forearm section. I don't know how well you're going to see this. There's no yellowing from what I can see. Now, I could be wrong, and maybe I might give a follow-up later on if I choose to, but Ultra Magnus is not yellowing. He's not missing parts. Everything is intact. Everything looks good and clean. Very sharp coloring, very nice work here. I mean, just beautiful all around, fantastic figure. My only gripe about Ultra Magnus, and it's not even the fault of the figure, it's the fault of the designers of this figure, is that he doesn't have any of the writing on his tires. I know they're hard plastic, no longer rubber. You don't have to worry about them splitting and cracking over time. Still though, I mean, that's one of the touches that I do miss seeing, is the God Magnus written on these wheels. But anyway, it is what it is. That's fine. Now, let's talk about Optimus Prime here. Optimus Prime, his trailer, I don't have any issues so far. I've still got it wrapped up in the plastic with the cardboard, keeping the ladder piece from, caving in. He's got his missiles. Everything looks painted pretty good. Everything's pretty stiff. Notice he doesn't have his earpieces. Those come individually boxed in plastic. I haven't pulled them out yet. Like I said, there's still some parts that I have yet to pull out of the entire box set, but everything looks good. I can't complain. As far as I know, he's got his matrix inside his bandolier piece here. So there's that. Cerebros, our little add-on that we got, a bonus figure that we weren't even expecting. I still would have preferred if we had a minifigure of Ty to accommodate here with Cerebros. That would have been nice. Yep, looks good. Joints are nice and tight. Bends just fine. I've already tested the arms. They do not pop off like some of the original Titan Master figures I owned. So yeah, so far, this is a banger set. We're going to move Optimus Prime because he's our feature presentation. Let's look at the Matrix Blade here. And as you can see, it's the Matrix Blade. Every single piece on here can be detached. If you want the handle to be shorter than this elongated piece, you can do that because they're all one, well, not one, but they're multiple separate pieces here. You can do that. Thanks to Evan and his final decision to actually include a metal rod piece throughout each one of these handle bits here, we do have quite the stability here. It holds in place. There's a little bit of drooping because of the weight of the blade itself. That's to be expected with this thin piece, but it could have been so much worse had they not added the metal rod inside the handle. But yeah, it holds pretty well. Nothing's detaching. The tip is the only thing that I can say kind of detaches too easily. But, I mean, it holds pretty good. There's that. So yeah, that's pretty much a win there. The display stand, also known as the Global Space Bridge. I'm not missing anything. Everything attaches just fine. There's not much else to really say about it. I haven't tested the figures on it because, again, I just got them a couple hours ago. So I'm still in the process of searching every last bit of these figures here and their included accessories. Now, Optimus Prime. This is what you guys wanted to know, right? The big one, the Mumbo Jumbo, the one that everyone, well, not everybody, but close to it, a majority of consumers, those who back this project, have been experiencing the cracking at the ab situation because of the, what's a good way to put it? The engineering here. And maybe even some of the budget cuts. Is that a good way to put it? I'm happy to report I don't have that issue. There's no cracking on my Optimus Prime. None. I don't know how well you can see this. Let me put his arm down here. Every joint on this guy is pretty tight. Even his siren lights do not pop off so easily, unlike some videos that I've seen on YouTube. These would just pop off left and right. It takes some force to get mine off. I can turn them, and they're not going anywhere. This one has popped off one time. One time. Since I put it back on, that's not budging. It will rotate, see, it will budge, it just won't pop off. Nice. Anyway, yeah, let's get a good look at this ab here, because, again, I don't see any cracking. Now, there was some lube here originally when I did the first video. Yes, this is not my first one. The original video that I did, the unboxing, that was way too long. I did not like it. I got rid of it. There was some lube here that I thought was maybe super glue, but it's not. There's nothing. It is completely dry now on both sides, and you can see the seams. That's pretty much the molding there in the corners next to these dark gray pieces, which underneath houses the T-shaped part that everybody's sanding down on the sides. But yeah, I cannot see any breakage whatsoever or any indication that something's broken. Now, I know the inside, the rib section, the fins as some people call it on TFW, I know those are breaking as you move this up and down for the transformation for either his fire truck mode, his super mode, or even when you have him combining into Omega Prime with Ultra Magnus. I know, but since I don't see a problem on the outside, why should I expect something on the inside, okay? I know there's a possibility, but I'm going to let it slide because I'll tell you why. There's nothing rattling. There is nothing rattling inside. I'm holding him in all places, shaking him about, and the only thing that you're hearing is that my thumbnail is whacking up against his fist. There's no rattling. This is a fantastic set. Okay, I'm not defending it. I'm just telling you guys the truth. From my experience, I don't have any issues. I don't have any breaking. I don't have any loose joints. I don't have any missing parts. I don't have the cracking issue. Everything seems to be holding in place here. Everything seems to be painted pretty well. Everything seems to be colored just right. There's no issues with Ultra Magnus going yellow. So I guess I'm 1 in a million here. I'm not bragging about it because I really feel bad for those who do have issues here. It should not happen on something that's nearly $300. Or maybe it was $300. I have to go back and look at the receipt. You know, when it comes to a HasLab, they should be perfect. Straight out of the box, perfect. That's not the case, okay? We gotta accept that there will be issues because even though it's not as much as it would be for something that you can find at retail, it is still technically speaking a mass release. It is a mass release. There's over 28,000 of these things flying off the factory. What do you think is going to happen eventually? Because even as we get closer and closer to getting the very last one assembled at the factory, you got to think that there's got to be some type of mold degradation coming around eventually. I'm not saying that's what's happening with the cracked abs. I think the issue is that the T-bar on the inside really is just a little too wide. I mean, it's pretty much whacking up against the chest piece with those rib pieces, and it's pushing them out, and it's causing the cracking to happen around this section here. It's either this side, or it could even be straight down in the middle, but it's just because this is a weak plastic piece here. Compared to everything else on his abs, or, well, yeah, the abs, but I was going to say the torso, this is a very thin piece of plastic. Structurally, this will not last forever with some copies. My copy, I'm not going to force it. I don't expect anyone to transform their version of this set. I don't expect you to transform it by pressing in right here using your thumb. Do it from the sides here. If you're going to lift this up, also keep your finger right here. Open up Optimus Prime's head here so you can see what I'm talking about. That gray piece, that's your T-bar right there. Hold that in position when you're pushing this up like so. And then when you're bringing it back down, make sure that you're keeping your fingers on that piece as you're sliding this back down because you want to keep this as straight as possible. Any chance that his torso goes from side to side, it's probably going to break one of those ribs on the inside. But other than that, that's my advice, and this is pretty much my opinion on this set. I don't have an issue. That's all I can say. No issue. So far, so good. I'm going to continue to inspect this set. I'm going to investigate every single detail that I can. I'm just not going to open my Optimus Prime because I'm going to count my blessings as it is right now. I got a pretty good Optimus Prime. I got a pretty good Ultra Magnus. Everything seems to be just fine. And that's all I can ask for. So there you go, guys. That's my quick thoughts about this. It's definitely a must-have still. Regardless of what's going on with some copies out there, if you get a good one, you're definitely going to love it for sure. You may even want to get a second one, which the reason I brought that up is that, surprise, surprise, I'm one of those who actually got a second copy coming and I never paid for it. Oh well, it is what it is. I'm not going to return it. I mean, I love Robots in Disguise so much, and I do want to continue purchasing every single figure, still mint in box, or in their bubble carded packages, because that just shows you how much I love this series. Maybe not the cartoon as much, but definitely the figures is where it was at. So, there we go. I'm done. I've got nothing else to say. I'll just go ahead and close by saying, if you saw this, leave your thoughts and opinions on this. If you have the set, leave your thoughts and opinions down below. I'd love to read them. I'd love to answer back if you have any questions, most definitely. But until then, till you see me again, this is Red is Power. Yes, I'm not dead. Sorry I've been gone for a long time. But again, I'm somewhat retired, and I really don't feel the need to come back, but I thought this was very important. I needed to get it out there and express my feelings. Now it's somebody else's turn. So until you see me again, this is Red's Power signing out, saying thanks for watching this, and as usual, I will see you whenever you see me.